So I just wanted to do a quick video on 5 things I wish I knew in my 20s. Actually, I wish I knew it earlier. And so as of today, I'm 44. And unfortunately, it's taken me quite a while to get to this point. And I really wish I'd known these things earlier. I think they would have made my life a lot easier. And that's why I want to share them. So the first thing is that nobody really tells you is be careful who you hang around with, because your friends and the people you spend the most time with really are going to have a massive impact on your life and the future of your life. Now imagine this in a very simple way. You're around friends that drink, smoke, do drugs, don't really do much else apart from work and playing hard, versus being around people that don't necessarily drink so much. Maybe they do every now and then. However, they're working on goals in their future. Now, who do you think is going to uplift you more for a better future? Probably the people that are around you that are doing something towards their future that's going to be more inspiring, definitely more uplifting. So one of the other things that I wish I saved, even if it was just 5%, 10%, or even just 10 or 20 pounds, I just put away every now and then. Sorry, I have a hair tickling my arm. Saving, because when I was in my 20s, used to feel that I want to live for today, tomorrow may never come. But now I realize, no, you do have to put money aside for yourself. And if you don't make it, hopefully you will, but if you don't, then it will just go to friends or family or something. So it still won't be wasted. But to give yourself some kind of nest egg. And when I say savings, I just want to be clear. I don't mean just put the money in the bank. I mean, put it into stocks and shares and put it into like index funds and just keep adding to it, because you will not ever regret it. So one of the other things I wish was learn. Unfortunately for me, I really didn't enjoy school at all on any level. And now I understand it's because I wasn't really taught where my strengths were in my learning style. And it really just killed learning for me. I just thought it was horrible. I didn't enjoy it because I didn't realize that there was different ways of learning. And so what I've realized now is actually just learn anything, even if it's about relationships, sex, parenting, self-development, physical health, nutrition, anything, whatever it is, just learn something. Because what happens is many people are just living the same day, the same life, the same year, all day in and day out, over and over again, having the same thoughts over and over again. But when you learn something new, regardless of what it is, it actually creates new neural pathways and helps you to just grow. So you don't end up living like the same year from your 20s over and over again until, some people until they die. So the other thing, I can't remember what we're on now, if it's 4 or 5, I think it's 4. So one of the other things is what I wish I knew when I was 20 is you are not your thoughts, basically. Whatever goes on in here is simply just an accumulation of all the experiences you've had in your life, from school, from television, from your friends, from your parents, absolutely everything. So when you realize that you're not your thoughts, you are just an accumulation of them, it actually makes things a lot easier. It makes life a lot easier to navigate, because you are able to detach yourself from your thoughts rather than getting swept up in the story of what your mind, what your thoughts are telling you about any given situation. And for me, that was quite a big thing, especially in relationships, romantic relationships, because it was easy to believe whatever my mind was telling me. They did this, they did that, they think this, they think that. Actually, that's just all rubbish, because we feel a certain way, which is usually triggered something from a past memory from our childhood usually. And so the mind tries to create and interpret it in a way that's whatever the situation is to fit how we're feeling. So we're not actually experiencing situations as they are. And so when you understand that you're not your thoughts, it just gets so much easier to not be so reactive to things that are going on in your life. So the last one, which is absolutely paramount, is know what you want in your life. Know what direction you want to go in. Even if it's you want to be married and you want to be the best husband or wife ever, or you want to be an entrepreneur and this is the business that you want to do, or you want to, I don't know, work for somebody doing whatever job, whatever it is, know what it is that you want in life. It's okay if you want to change. It's okay if you want to get to the end and do something new, or you want to change part way, but just know what direction you are going in. And every day, whether it's something really small or really big, do something that takes you in that direction. Because me personally, I ended up just coasting through life, not having any purpose, not having any plan. And although I do not regret anything at all, because I'm really happy with who I am today, at the same time, if I knew this advice when I was younger, I actually could have started working on my goals a lot sooner. And so that's it. That's 5 things. Might have been all over the place. Sorry if they are. But if you're watching this, I really do hope that you get something valuable from this. And I always say, when you learn something, which I've said in here about learning, the importance of learning, but actually when you do learn something, put it into practice. Don't just learn, because if you just go along learning, you're just going to be a philosopher. If you put things into practice, that is where you can actually see the real change. All right, so much love and blessings.